with all the fresh snow that we've been getting, you're probably going to be tempted to potentially go out and explore, visit one of Colorado's famous huts, or try some splitboarding or skinning. And it's important to remember a few things to stay safe out in the backcountry. That's why I'm happy to have Dan Smith from Vail Mountain Rescue here. And you guys just offer an amazing service to our valley, helping out people that kind of make some mistakes or just weather hits them in the wrong way.
And we never send anybody a bill, which is part of this story.
Yeah.
Had only one mission, but it was a whopper.
Okay.
It took us 11 hours. That's a long time, from 5 in the afternoon to 4 in the morning. Oh. And for an old guy, that's a lot of time.
A lot of time.
We had 4 18-year-olds and a 16-year-old trying to go from Vance's hut, where they had spent the night, to Jackal Hut, which is about 9 miles. They made a very serious wrong turn, and after wallowing through some snow, wound up on a peak that's about 11,800 feet, which is pretty high. And they started at 9 in the morning, and at 5 in the afternoon, they figured out they were in the wrong place, and they dialed 911. Rule number 1, dial 911 a little earlier.
Yeah, at that point, it's
daylight,
already dark.
we have some fun.
Yeah.
So we put 4 snow machines with really good riders, arguably some of the best in the county. And only one of those machines was able to make it to the top because that rider was 40 pounds lighter than the rest of them. And the rest guys wallowed up on snowshoes and skis. Got them taken care of. They had done some good things. They had dug a pit to get out of the wind. They built a fire. They put brush over the pit because I told them to start getting ready to spend the night because it didn't look like we were going to get to them. They did some bad things. They were navigating with an iPhone. You can't navigate with an iPhone. As much as folks your age versus folks my age like electronics, that nice paper map would have prevented them from going wrong. They should have gone basically follow a trail due north, and for some reason they made a 176-degree compass error without a compass. Pretty unique to do. But they did keep their heads. They stayed in control. Nobody panicked. Nobody said, oh no, I've got to go find them, you know. And when we got to them, they were okay. We had beat the trail flat enough we could ride 4 out and tow one. One of them was a skier. The other thing is mixed groups going to huts, mixed snowshoers and skiers usually don't work out well. Skiers move so much faster and snowshoers get left behind. These guys all stayed together. So that was a very good thing on their part. But when you're going to do hut trips, and they're wonderful, I've done dozens of them, but you got to do them the right way. The folks had sleeping bags, but they had no bivy sack or tarp to go under the sleeping bag or pad, which you don't need in the hut, but you do need when you have to dig a snow hole to spend the night. Those bags would have been soaked through in a half an hour, and then they don't do you any good.
Yeah.
So a little more planning.
Prepare for the worst.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Don't just go out there with, it's going to be nice in the hut and I've got food and a sleeping bag and pajamas. And no, you need survival gear because you might not make it to the hut.
Yeah, and the lesson of this, even if you do all of the things right, there's always that one thing that can send you off. And even your group, they encountered that wet and heavy snow. Took them 5 hours to get there.
What we thought should have been a 40-minute run at most.
Yeah.
Wound up 5 hours.
So you just never know what's going to happen out there.
You never do, which is why it's enjoyable. But it's nice to be prepared for the odd things that occur. Anyway, everybody was fine, got them out. They found a place to stay in Vail, and over the holidays, that's not shabby. That's pretty good.
Yeah, they did good. That ended up well. It ended up being a happy Christmas time story then for them. I'd say the moral of this story, always navigate utilizing a compass, not on your phone, and a paper map, and then be prepared for the worst.
Yeah, those are the 2 rules, and had they done both of those, they would have been snug and warm in Jackal Hut, which has a great view.
Well, thank you very much, Dan. Thanks for coming on, and thanks for the service you provide. I'm glad you can rescue these people and not have to charge them. It's very appreciated.
Thankfully, we have 35-year-olds who can go out there on snow machines and get this done.
Yeah, thanks to them as well. I'm glad that one guy was able to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, coming up next, we've got Ashley with a weather reports.